Welcome to the bold analysis. What is the problem? And is Muhoozi Kainerugaba, I've got the name right, that is the Lieutenant General of Ugandan Army, Twitter account hacked? And today, the country is being treated to some shocking news. I have been going through his Twitter page, and I just want to read for you a thread of his tweets today, just like, I think it was like 2 hours ago. It all started, he has done tweets, and the first one was this: "My only problem with my beloved big brother is that he did stand for a third term. He would have won easily." He was talking about, and they shared his photo, seated there with President Uhuru Kenyatta, former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And that was a photo that they took back. Remember, these are two people that are really buddies. Muhoozi Kainerugaba again is saying, "I love my Kenyan relatives, constitution, rule of law. You must be joking. For us, there is only one revolution, and you will soon learn about it." That was 3 hours ago. Then 2 hours, an hour later, he did another tweet. "It won't take us, my army and me, 2 weeks to capture Nairobi." Then again, he did another one 1 hour ago. "I am happy that members of our district in Kenya have responded enthusiastically to my tweet. It's still 2 weeks to Nairobi." And then he's saying, "After our army captures Nairobi, where should I live? Westlands or Riverside?" Guys, before I make my comment, the fact that President Uhuru Kenyatta's name is being dragged in this doesn't look good. For lack of a better word, it doesn't look good. And what are we dealing with? What exactly is the intention? And what are you seeing? After this tweet, I have seen a response by Kipchumba Murkomen by the time I was shooting this video. Kipchumba Murkomen, he asked a question. I think he's the one who did a tweet responding to it and say, "His Excellency," he tagged Kaguta Museveni, "is your soldier okay?" So this is a question that has been here. This is something that is coming amidst some different frictions that have been happening in the country. I want to say that, yes, at the height of the last general election, the former President Uhuru Kenyatta was very close to this Muhoozi. But the issue of the third term, insinuating that Uhuru Kenyatta would have gone for the third term, the Muhoozi should be reminded that in this country called Kenya, we are ruled by the law. And the presidential term is capped by the Constitution at 10 years. This, if you ask me, is nothing to do with former President Uhuru Kenyatta influencing, but it's just trying to test the waters. There is no justification to such statements. There is no need, and someone would wonder, why would Museveni interfere with Ruto's reign? Even though we know that Museveni was a very close buddy to William Ruto and even attended the inauguration ceremony here in Nairobi in his capacity as the Ugandan president. And he lauded our democracy at one point. I don't think Kenya, and in terms of democracy, we have our problems building that democracy, but Kenya is miles apart with Uganda, and Kenyans deserve their peace. What do you think is at the high table, ladies and gentlemen? kindly subscribe to our channel. In fact, I even forgot to remind you to subscribe. Click the notification bell and also like our video. For our brothers and sisters from Uganda who are watching this video, but then guys, you can tell us what is that revolution all about. You can give us an idea what exactly that is. And really it's not, doesn't look good. That is not the limit we can get to. It doesn't look good either way. I want to say something from this unfortunate statement that has emerged. What am I saying? And I just want to ask myself questions, because again, I just want us to look at these issues. Are there deep commercial interests that are at play? I know that with the existence, with the new administration, there are some policies that are a bit disruptive. Disruptive in the sense that the Ruto's new administration tried to create interventions that perhaps were to dim campaign pledges. One of them that has been so imminent and been so loud is a decision to revert the port to Mombasa. That was on the campaign floor. I have seen that playing out. Number two, the deep commercial interests could border the subsidies on the fuel and all that. However, that will be even taking, this speculation should not even reach there. Is someone trying to test William Ruto's grip of the men in uniform? Is someone trying to test? Because as we say and we know that President Ruto is the commander-in-chief of Kenya Defense Forces. This, the reason why this must be worrying, and I can say it can be beyond Kenya, it can be beyond Ruto Museveni fallout. Because let me tell you, Nairobi is home to United Nations headquarters. Nairobi is home to diplomatic missions. Now, when such a statement come out, apart from the internal disruptions, it actually also attracts the attention of the international community and destabilizes Nairobi as a safe space for investment and a safe space for foreign investments. That is why it took me to back, because when such scares or such threats emerge, they might not be tangible, might not get to reason. I don't want also to dismiss. But the foreign missions that are coming, the foreign missions that are in this country, that are running different projects, that are also supporting this country. The investors, remember William Ruto at inauguration really had powerful investors that wanted to invest here in the country. What does it show Nairobi as the best business destination? And by the way, Nairobi is one of the focal points as far as African investment is concerned. So I want to give this a very global approach and say that at least for once, Kenyans deserve peace. They are coming from an election that was highly contested. We are struggling with the economy, and such are not in the taste of this country. I want to ask a question. What is some foreign power or some forces trying to probe William Ruto's foreign policy? Does it have to do with the East African community? These are all questions that are emerging. We, at this time, Kenya is struggling with banditry attacks in some parts of the country. and President Ruto ordered that they are going to deploy the necessary forces to neutralize and contain the situation, are there forces that are feeling uncomfortable with those interventions? So this might be taken lightly, and lastly, I want to believe that perhaps it was just a misguided tweet, or although he's yet to delete, he has not deleted, and I'm not saying he's going to delete, while Kenyan authorities have not responded so far, but something is simply not adding up. Because I have seen that even after that tweet, even though it's already trending in Twitter, but the Kenyan authorities have not responded. Yes. Today, William Ruto was just meeting the cabinet. Mike Songwe is responding saying, my friend, wewe kula matoke na deal na Ebola, wacha kufitisha ya pesa 8. Kwani sisi hatuna jeshi ya kulinda nchi yetu? Utakuja tu uchukue Nairobi hivyo. Sio rahisi. I've seen only Sonko responding. Yeah. Now, Ferdinand Mundi, this is a journalist saying, at what point does the Uganda-Kenya army government say the general is taking it too far? Question. And that's my question. At what point will the authorities be convinced that the Ugandan army general is taking it too far? It is not lightly, because his father is the commander-in-chief of the Ugandan army, Museveni. So this is not a mere statement that should be taken lightly. And of course, I want to agree with the cause that people are saying, at what point should it be? This direction tells you, of course, there is more than what meets the eye. I want to say that this cannot be taken lightly. The last time Uganda tried and threatened to actually take over Kisumu, Moi reacted so swift and was very ruthless with Idi Amin Dada. So are we exposed? I don't think we are exposed. And remember, such a statement coming from the senior army general must not be taken lightly. In December last year, I was in Rusing Island, somewhere known as Kamasingre, and I visited the areas of Takawiri and those areas. And when I spoke to the guys there who are doing fishing, they were actually confessing to me, and I think that video, it was in one of my channels, they were confessing to me that they were being harassed by the police from Uganda. So if such a statement comes from the army, and of course it's going to be taken by the media, I've seen it, the media houses are talking about this. Of course, I think an advisory should be given swiftly about this. Maybe I expect an advisory will be given to the Kenyans about it. But the last time this happened, things were not lightly. At Rusing Island, people are complaining. So when the army general is saying this, it is not. And remember, there were at the height of the elections, there were those rumors of some members of National Advisory Council went and wanted to coerce Chebukati Oduor to influence results. And someone was saying that, at an appropriate time, maybe some people will have to leave their positions. So is it something that is deep and deeper than, however, how it is being taken? We are being given 2 weeks, but Nairobi is peaceful.